Today I'm making crispy fried chicken thighs with panko-crusted roasted potato wedges, plus a homemade dipping sauce that ties it all together. This is the kind of dinner that makes a random Tuesday feel like a restaurant night. Trust me, you need to see this. Let's start with the chicken. I'm using 6 bone-in chicken thighs already trimmed. First, I pat them completely dry with paper towels, and I mean really dry. Press it in there. This step matters more than you think. Dry skin means the seasoning sticks. Dry skin means the crust actually forms instead of steaming off. And dry skin means the oil won't splatter on you later. Basically, a paper towel is doing half the work here before we even season anything. Now for the seasoning. Into a big bowl, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon paprika, 2 cloves of finely grated garlic, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I massage this right into every piece, working it into the meat like I'm giving it a spa day. Cover the bowl and let it rest in the fridge for 30 minutes. This is where the flavor actually happens, so don't skip it. The salt and garlic have time to work their way past the skin and into the meat, which is the difference between seasoned on the outside chicken and seasoned all the way through chicken. Tip 2. Panko air-fried potatoes. While that's resting, let's talk potatoes. I've got 5 medium potatoes, about 2 pounds 900 grams, going straight into cold water with 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Cold water first is the secret. It lets the potatoes cook evenly all the way through, so you don't end up with mushy outsides and raw centers. This one little swap fixes 90% of the boiled potato disasters I see in the comments, so write this one down. Bring that to a boil and cook until fork tender. Then drain and let them cool completely. Now while the chicken marinates and the potatoes cool, let's build our crispy coating. In a bowl, whisk 2 eggs with 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon paprika, and a good crack of black pepper. On a flat plate, spread out your panko breadcrumbs. And here's a little insider tip. Panko, instead of regular breadcrumbs, is the whole reason this stays crispy for hours instead of going soft in 20 minutes. Once the potatoes are cool, slice each one in half. Dip each half into the egg mixture, making sure it's fully coated on every side. Then press it straight into the panko, really pressing those crumbs into every cut edge and every curve. Don't be shy about it. The more crumbs that stick, the crunchier the final bite. Set each finished piece aside on a tray as you go. Spray a thin layer of oil into the air fryer basket. Place the potato pieces in, then spray oil evenly over the surface of each piece. Air fry at 340 degrees Fahrenheit, 170 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes until they're golden and crackly on the outside and soft and buttery in the middle. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Heat 750 grams, about 3 cups of vegetable oil in a pot until it's shimmering hot. Add 2 tablespoons of flour directly into the hot oil. Carefully lower the chicken thighs into the oil, and please don't crowd the pan. If you drop too many pieces in at once, the oil temperature crashes, and instead of crispy chicken, you get greasy chicken. Nobody wants that. Fry for 10 to 15 minutes, flipping every few minutes until the skin turns this deep golden brown color and sounds crackly when you tap it. Look at that color. That's exactly what we're going for. No pale spots, no dark burnt patches, just even, gorgeous restaurant-quality crust. While the chicken finishes frying, let's whip up the dipping sauce. In a small bowl, 1 tablespoon ketchup, 1 tablespoon mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon mustard, 2 cloves minced garlic, and a handful of fresh dill chopped fine. Stir it all together and you've got the perfect, tangy, creamy dip. Pull the chicken out and let it rest on a paper towel for just a minute to drain any extra oil. Would you rather dip this in the tangy sauce I just made or classic ranch? Tell me your pick below. Take a bite while it's still hot, because that crackle only lasts so long. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, every single time. Oh, and one bonus tip before I let you go. If you've got leftover panko coating, don't toss it. Toast it in a dry pan for 2 minutes and use it to top a bowl of soup or roasted veggies tomorrow night. Zero waste, extra crunch. You're welcome. If this recipe saved your dinner tonight, do me a favor and hit that like button. Follow along for more tips like this one because trust me, my kitchen fails have all become your kitchen wins. See you in the next video.